And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. I can't really tell why, but we are. So, what are your plans now? Are you just gonna fly away, or is there anything more you wish to do here? Because I'm old and senile, so I've forgotten.
I think the plan was to get out of Dodge and actually do the thing.
Yep.
Unless there's more tech heresy.
I am still pushing Hykrin back towards the ship as he's paddling along with his cane.
Laser guided cane.
On this place, there's pretty much everything here is tech heresy, other than yourself.
Ooh, do you want to shoot some more things?
If anyone directly approaches me, then I might.
Can I check back behind me to see if the Magos is being... You're not actually a Magos, are you? You're just...
He is Magos, technically.
Yeah, he's the equivalent of a Magus.
Alright.
Magus, Magus, whatever.
He's
Fuck
fancy.
Yeah. If the Mechanicus dude is being swamped by anyone, like whether he's being jumped by the crowd for shooting someone.
No, as I said before the break, the whole place, other than yourselves, are empty. Like there is a couple of people that have come back now and are desperate, frantically looting the guy who's lying without a leg on the ground. But other than that, there are no one here.
In that case, I'll just put into the comm bead. Fuck it, I'll leave it. I'll just keep pushing what's his face back as he's paddling.
Well, that was eventful, my lady captain.
Yes. All over Telbex. But have you seen this cane?
It's very impressive, yes.
As I see him raise the cane, and I assume you wave it about a bit, being like, "Oh look."
I'm not waving it about, but I'm sort of, putting it in whatever sort of rifle grip I can, with being a cane and all.
I facepalm.
Although it classes a pistol, so I guess
I stopped pushing Akrin. Let's get back to the ship. We better move on.
Yes. All right. Forge thingy. Onwards, command crew.
Forge
It's
World.
called yes.
Indeed.
Forge
That's the
World.
one.
Yes, let's
How-
not annoy the tech priest any further, shall we?
How did you end up with this ship again? I know you're...
Family relations.
There's this little thing called inheritance. Perhaps we should teach it to you someday.
Surely there was some black sheep that would have got it.
Well, yes. Let's just say that there's a reason we have a bit of a feud with the Godwins.
I take a sip from a hip flask. And I will walk towards the ship, whichever direction it is.
In the proper direction, obviously.
Yes, I won't take the scenic route.
Alright. Yeah, you get back to the ship and get aboard. And all your stuff have been properly loaded now that you bought. A question regarding the crew of the ship. Whenever you make portside somewhere, do you let the crew stretch their leg short shore leave, or are they required to stay on the ship at all times?
We've got a rotating security team. So, like, they do shifts and then they have free time. I believe they would each get a shore pass for one solar day. So 24 hours, they can do what they like on the station, unless they're contacted through the microbead, comms, whatever. Even though they don't have the microbead.
Shh.
Yeah, worth bearing in mind that we have the Clankin quarter, so the ship is basically their home world. for all like
Yeah.
nationality
point.
intended
But I assume they
purposes.
want to get off ship sometimes to have a bit of fun.
You can't say that with a straight face, can you?
No,
Are
I was
and
going to say
are.
hanky panky.
I mean, you can always have some hanky panky in the engine room.
But yeah,
Which is why we need to find a colony world close to Solace and Carmine.
like each crew member would have shore leave for a certain amount of time per however long. But if the command crew cuts it short and disappears within 3 hours, they have to come with. Otherwise, they're left stranded on their own.
All right.
Maybe we should make it so that, I mean, like this, we knew it was going to be a short visit, that we only give them shore leave when we know we're there at least a day.
Yeah, that works. Good idea.
Just so that we can, on the short visits, we can immediately leave again once we're done with our business.
So here's the thing, right? All this shopping and bartering has taken a couple of hours. Like, I'm not very good at conveying the span of time certain things take, but this shopping trip had probably taken like 4 or 5 hours. So if you had a couple of people just leave for a moment, stretch their legs and do their own thing and come back.
Would I assume there's a bar, tavern, pub, something nearby the dock?
Yeah, you can't really like step out of the ship and not have at least 4 bars within spitting distance. So
I assume if we're on a short stay for a few hours, that the crew have permission to go to the local sort of the dock bar. But then, after a couple of hours, they come with. Any further than that, they require written permission and a special pass.
all right, yeah, I was just curious.
Is there actually a ship upgrade that is a bar? Just so...
I can get a shipwide supply of brandy.
That works.
Not
know if
quite the
that's a
same
good
thing,
idea.
but...
Brandy on a ship. You know anything about ships? It's rum. Always rum.
Well, I didn't want to get Amasek because that's done. So I found something in, I think it was Into the Storm, that's called Reinka, which is like high brew brandy. And if I want to get a shipwide supply of it, it's negative 30.
And I think Angus is raiding his stash.
He is. Saying that, I'm on my 5th pint.
Well, that explains why you're loopier than normal.
Is Angus wearing a
what?
thong?
Yeah, don't you know what Brits do?
It really looked like it. Like there was like one slim red strip right above his ass.
Look, to get into women's pants, you need to be in women's pants.
That is true.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, can we please get the fuck back to the subject of the guy suspended in air by a grapple hawk?
Yeah. Well, I was pushing him back towards the ship, and as I looked round and saw that there was no trouble caused, I sort of relaxed a bit.
All right. So,
Yeah, when he stops pushing me, I hook the what do you call it? The thing of the cane where you hold it. I hook it on his shoulder and let him pull me instead when he stops pushing.
Wait. So I stopped pushing you, and then you're like, no, hang on, and hook onto me.
Yes.
And to think I introduced Hakon as my numbers guy.
I
All
just
right,
sort
shall
of
we just
pat you off
I'm
the
sorry,
shoulder. and-
Cal.
Yeah.
I'm
shall
sorry
we just
you have to
skip
deal
to
with
when
this.
we arrive on the ship?
Yeah, we arrived back at the ship with the security team waiting with their newly acquired autoguns. The rest of the crew, who's had a bit of a walk on somewhere other than the ship, coming back, and yeah.
And I immediately confiscate one of the other guns.
Well, yeah, everyone's got an autogun, pretty much.
Good shit,
I'll
though.
pass. You can keep 3 on the ship's officer
weapons locker thing. But
I will assign each officer an autogun. If they do not accept I will have it in a weapons locker on the bridge.
I just can't use it. It's as simple as that, to be honest.
Doesn't mean you can't have it.
I don't want it.
You're gonna have it.
No.
Yes.
It's an uncivilized weapon.
It will complement
I-
your Fong.
Yes, I am in charge of the security on this ship. You will have the weapon.
I have a pair of pistols that are much more complicated than your damn autogun.
Cannot
Don't insult
beat-
the machinery.
No, you cannot beat the reliability of an autogun. If it does fail in shooting, you can beat them over the head with it. That is why people use it.
I
will
have
use
an
it.
Archaeotech las pistol that will just do everything.
Oh,
Can you beat
shut
people over the head with it?
The good thing about an autogun is that you can fire 10 rounds at a time, which you can't with a pistol. So even if you can't hit for shit, it can still be useful.
Trust me, that's pure bollocks. And I know this because I have one of those in Dark Heresy.
Rest in peace, random guy.
Oh.
The bar guy.
Yep.
Yeah, that was
He
a
just
fun
wanted a
session.
drink in peace. And then
Got
The Daka.
shot by a tech priest.
I wanted to drink in peace, yet I'm being dragged along for this. But yeah,
Anyway,
Um,
yes, let's carry
after
on
that
onto the
argument-
ship.
after the argument has finished, we will board the ship and make course. I
Still not
assume.
noting down an autogun in my ranged weapons.
Excellent. So, you proceed to undock from the station, or platform, or whatever the hell you might call it, and then spend a couple of days traversing the void to the jump point, I guess. Fuck the word I just
Actually,
escaped.
how does the 40k interpret jump points, warp points, whatever? Because in other systems, like Stars Without Number, it's 3 days, 2 days travel. From the planet
I
to the
haven't a
jump
clue.
point.
It just says that there's a warp gate and you can't jump within the gravity well thingamajig, or it would be very bad.
The cane is a melee weapon.
It actually doesn't have any melee stats from what I could see.
It can be an improvised melee weapon. Deal
Yeah,
with it.
You could get you can ask your mechanicus or your explorator on the ship to sort you out with a mono upgrade for your cane.
Yeah, that would actually be nice. But let's, for now, just get to the space jumps.
yes.
Yeah,
Now
it-
that we have done all the silly shit, let's go into a literal hellscape.
Yes,
And
let's hope we get some
hopefully-
warp shenanigans.
Yeah.
So yeah, you get to the warp gate, and yeah, you do the preparations to enter the warp.
My favourite part.
So navigator, do your thingamajig. That's
Have we
all.
decided where we're going yet before I start rolling?
Lucian's Breath.
Lucian's breath. Okay.
You don't have any like charts for that. You have
Yes.
to Aerosol and Dominion.
But what if I can find a path on my own?
Yeah, you can. Obviously, you can try, but you have the two reliable routes that will probably be a lot faster.
You could find
Maybe.
Aiden path to victory.
Exactly.
You know, not even the same system, completely different systems.
Hidden
Fuck
warp route to
you.
victory. But the way I see it, even if we make it, the aerosol trip is 30 days, and that's even with our fast ship, that's kind of scary.
Yeah.
The in the min is 10 days, but we don't know if we can even.
Get
The
to
warp
Lucian's
routes.
breath, yeah.
Yeah.
In all honesty, I think we should go to Agarian Dominion and then Lucian's Breath if possible.
Yeah, but if we can't, I'm just going to be making a random warp jump to Lucian's breath anyway.
Yeah, because
Do it.
if we don't know.
40k is about randomness. Do it.
Yeah, so let's just go to Lucian's breath from here.
Indeed.
If we make it, I get a warp route to chart down, and we get some extra profit factor.
Yeah, after you jump back from breath to footfall.
Well, I don't have to. I could just mark the route from footfall to Lucian's breath, and that's a one-way trip.
Yeah,
That's better than
true.
nothing.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, do the first thing. Determine duration of passage.
Actually, could I consult the tarot to see how the warp is heading that way?
You could, but then I would have to open that book.
Do you want to open that book?
No.
I don't mind if you don't want to. But if like the Emperor farted just in the space between footfall and Lucian's breath, it would be maybe handy to know.
And yeah, I actually can't remember. We did say it was okay for me to just be the exceptional leader on this for every roll, right?
Yep.
So everything gets at least +10.
Is that just skill tests or does it include combat?
It's specifically skill tests.
Alright. I'm just double checking.
Technically,
And
ballistic
the-
skill is a skill test.
Yeah,
Yes, but it's classed as combat. So.
divine the auguries then. See if there is
Divining
anything.
the auguries.
It's at this point everybody else have a coffee just to calm the nerves.
Is it wrong that I hear ovaries every single time you say that word?
Yes.
I might try and re-roll that. Yay! Divined. Up the wazoo. I'm guessing that's a good thing.
All right. Yeah. The signs are favorable, or they aren't exact. They aren't perhaps favorable, but they aren't, downright hostile or anything like that either.
So I'm not going to end up in the middle of the Eye of Terror. That's a good thing. What navigation?
Would be fun though, wouldn't it?
Wait. What does the hull do again? Does that give me stuff to navigate warp?
The
as
warp
well?
howl, warp Spain howl. +10 to any navigation test through the warp.
Through the warp. Okay.
And you get +5 for your ship roll as well.
Yes, I remember that one. And +10 for the book.
And me just pointing and asking, what's that? What's that? What's
Yeah.
that? Ooh, do that thing. And
Ooh, shiny point. Go towards it and you're like, no.
So for the captain, the book, and my ship roll, it's +25, and I get +10 for the ship. You said the hull.
yes. Any navigation test through the warp.
Okay, +35. I can do this. I did it.
Oh my fucking god. What did you do?
I roll navigate the warp, estimate travel time.
Since you've never been here and you don't have any charts for the area, you have no idea how long it will take.
Okay.
Yay!
Well, that's
You know
that's handy.
how last session
Nope.
you suggested how everyone should be strapped in for the warp jump?
Yes.
Is that for the initial jump into the warp, or
Yes.
is it for the entire thing?
Just for initial jump to withstand the G-forces so you don't fall on your ass.
Secondly, when you turn into a demon,
I don't turn into a demon. I'm safe
No,
in the
no,
fish
like-
tank.
in general, when you turn into a demon, do you drop the weapons you're holding?
Yes,
Depends.
because your hands
In
would
that
probably
case-
mutate and be strange.
I will set standing orders so whenever we jump, that after the initial jump, security teams do patrols throughout the ship, weapons on them just in case demons appear.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna get killed.
It's actually tradition if a demon does appear on the ship that the rogue trader goes hunting with it with his security team.
Him
Can I come
alone.
along?
The rest of the
I know.
command
Fuck
crew
yeah.
sits on the bridge.
Demon
Normally,
hunting.
the arch militant would go with him, obviously.
No. I've got to command the troops from where I am. I have a heads-up display of the ship, the 3D thing. And
Anyway,
it's like, oh, you're on this level at this section. I'm like, oh yeah, go.
So
I'm locating the Astronomicon now.
yes,
Hey, the giant holy space beacon.
I actually found it this time, which is even better.
Ooh, tiny.
Now watch, everything goes well until the last roll. It's a 99.
no, the Astronomicon is obscured. You can't find it.
Wait, what?
I rolled for the stability and risks, and the Astronomicon is obscured.
Well, fuck.
Yeah,
This is a case of GM going, go this way. You want to go this way.
I don't want to go that
No,
way.
as I have rolled honestly. I roll openly. If you look at the tables that I'm looking at, you would know exactly what this bullshit is. I ain't
It's-
joking with you.
which is why I'm not doing it, because I want it to be a surprise.
Yes, so do I. I just know that's a bad thing, but
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
But yeah, you see those two giant warp storms? They might be a bit obscuring at times.
Yeah.
Is the cauldron a warp storm or is it a black hole? Or just a
I,
weird...
I think it's a warp phenomenon of some sort. But you know,
So we're
Everything is
stuck
related to the
between
warp.
3 chances of going into the warp.
yeah, you don't want to
Exactly.
go through the cauldron, but you know,
Okay, just
go around
double
it, it should be
checking.
fine.
Do I still get the plus 10 for the degrees of success to navigate warp?
I mean, seeing as you you can't find the Astronomicon, I don't know. I don't even know if you can make the jump, because the rules are so bloody unclear on this.
Okay. Let's chart the course either way.
Yeah, sure. Like, I literally cannot figure out the rules if you're allowed to jump if you can't find the Astronomicon, seeing as that's the thing that guides you through the warp.
Well, the last time I failed the test to find the Astronomicon and we still jumped in away.
Yeah,
Yep.
because it wasn't by 3 or more degrees of failure.
Yeah.
How many failures was this? Or was it...
I've not failed at all yet.
It was less. So you're steering
I
the steer. Which one is
No,
this?
I'm charting the course now.
And what exactly does that do? Is it just plotting the course? Like, I don't have the PDF open for this.
Neither do I. I'm just looking from the handout you gave me.
Stage 3.
Oh yeah, you don't find any disturbances along the path.
I've not rolled yet.
Oh yeah. No, your old wasn't this shortening the course?
No, the awareness was for locating the Astronomicon.
Oh,
I've
for
not rolled
fuck's
charting the course yet.
Yeah.
Also here it
No.
says, if the navigator cannot locate the beacon of the Astronomicon, he must pass a hellish -60 navigation warp test in order to chart a successful course.
At this point, it's digging our own grave.
It's fine.
Time for fate point, lads.
Let's see.
At least it won't be tech heresy.
I get to use my hell gun.
It's actually only -15. So it's not too bad.
Yeah, go for it then. Are you including his +10 for this?
Yes.
Are you adding fate points?
No, but I could.
Because if you add 1 fate point, you get a +10, so you roll at -5.
Let's
Can
do that.
we use our fate point for other people's rolls? Probably not, right?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, and we can't stack fate points either in any
Yeah.
situation.
I was just
We
thinking
can't-
because I have 4, so if I could have, I would have given you one.
So I'm at -5 at the moment. Just trying to think if there's anything else.
Have you included
And-
the do the thing?
Yes. Do the with
The only other ship thing we have is reducing travel time. So
yeah. Oh, sugar.
We're gonna die.
Let's re-roll that. I'll use my last re-roll, my last fate point to re-roll it. It's better.
yeah,
We're
quite a
still
lot
gonna
better.
Die.
Oh, shut up, you big baby. You're the one with all the weapons and armor. You'll be fine.
Did
I
you
mean, it will be fun to have a few demons around.
did you
yeah, it'll
add
be
the thing the fate?
What thing?
No, wait, you don't have a fate point for this.
Uh,
You just said that you used your last to re-roll, so you
yeah,
wait-
I used the first one to re-roll Senescence. Then I used a fate point in the first navigate, or yeah. After the awareness, I used a fate point to up it by 10, and then I used the next one to re-roll it.
Because whilst you can't stack them by using the same thing, you when you use a fate point to reroll, it's the exact roll you reroll with exact modifiers.
yeah, you can't locate the Astronomicon, basically.
Yeah, we already know that.
Yeah.
I'm charting the course.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
The awareness test was finding the Astronomicon. You said it was secured, so I couldn't find it. And this one's charting the course, which is minus 60 because I can't find the Astronomicon.
Yeah, sorry, I'm having too many PDFs open, trying to read through the fucking rules that I don't understand.
Yeah, we should probably as a rule just type in like stage 3 as before we do all this, so it'd be
Yes.
easier to see afterwards as well.
So, yeah, I don't know how charting the course works if I fail by less than a degree of success. Let's find out.
It's basically to detect any disturbances or bullshit like that in the warp, and you can't find
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah, so when I'm looking through it, it seems okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's the
Steering the
warp.
vessel. Steering the vessel.
All right.
Where are your nuclear vessels?
Okay.
So yeah,
Well, I can steer. I don't know if you want to modify that by how dangerous it is or isn't. It's up to you. I also don't know how long it's taking.
well, we have stuff for that, hopefully. Although it only kicks in if we are in the warp more than a week.
Yeah.
So steering the vessel is the navigation charge, and you roll 6 degrees.
Yes.
All right. So duration is a quarter of what I set for duration of the journey.
Ooh. This could be quite good.
Yeah, it could be quite good.
And not to complicate things, Cal, but you are aware of our ship's double speed thing.
Yeah, I
right?
know, but I haven't rolled for the journey yet.
Okay, good. Yes. Because I'm always unsure when that actually triggers.
Truth be told, you have a better idea of that than I do, because I have everything else to deal with. So you keep track of that, and I
Yeah.
keep track of the rest.
I'll just let you know how much and by what. Navigation rules are still weird to me.
Oh, you don't have to say that. I know full well.
When we actually get into ship's combat, oh, that's... Yeah, then I'm out. I don't know shit about that, to be honest.
Can you
Oh.
have ships combat in the warp?
Technically, practically, oh fuck no.
You know, I've read quite a bit. There's conflicting reports whether the warp isn't it. Yes and no is the answer, I believe.
What
I
does,
think that's the
what-
clearest that you can give.
what does your thingamajig do exactly?
Reduce the base travel time by D10 days per full week of travel, and when traveling between stars, reduce travel time by D5 weeks to a minimum of 1 week.
So base travel time would be the thing unmodified, or would it be the modified thing that I do for your success?
It states it may be further modified by the results.
All right,
Oh.
so for every 5 weeks? Sorry.
Every full week we roll a d10, and that's how many days we lose off the travel. Is that right?
Yeah, and if as long as we're traveling between stars, we just automatically lose D5 weeks.
Which
So-
I think we are.
You spend very roughly 10 weeks in the warp,
Okay.
71.5 days
Yeah.
to be more precise.
So yeah, it's about 10 weeks. So we'd roll 10d10, and we'd take that off the time,
Yes.
and then we'd roll a d5.
Yes, because I think the D5 only. Yeah, the D5 only triggers once.
So yeah, we'll do the d5, and that reduces it by week, per week. Yeah. So it's 8 weeks,
Yes.
and then would it be 8d10 now to see how many days we lose off it?
Probably.
Yes. 8d10 days off. Yeah, this is where shit can get weird, and we actually, if we're all good enough, we can just appear before we left.
So that's minus 53 days. So 8 weeks is roughly 60 days.
So, if my math is correct, and if that's days, then you've spent 18.5 days in the warp? So less
Well,
than 3
minus
weeks?
2 weeks as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so 4.5 days.
And
Not too
that
bad.
gets quartered by the
It's already being
student
quartered.
vessel roll, is that right?
It's already quartered.
It's already quartered, okay. So,
Maths.
yeah.
Final frontier.
So yeah, 4.5 days travel time. That's not bad.
It's quite.
And you guys were worried.
Honestly,
It's the warp.
We
Be-
aren't there yet,
Always worried.
boys.
honestly, be very fucking glad that you rolled that, because the big number, the 286, that was the original unmodified travel time it would have taken.
Almost
Yeah,
a year.
6 days.
I got that, but I try not to freak out.
Now, that's 268 days our time, but how long is that real time?
Well, times
Can-
12.
Yeah, generally times 12.
Right, okay.
Jesus Christ, that would have been a long time.
Yeah.
That's why there's still heretic fleets jumping out of the warp thinking it's the Horus Heresy.
Yeah.
See, this is why you have me as a navigator. I took nearly a year's travel time into 4.5 days.
And this is why I'm staring at you intensely with a hellgun.
I don't think I can turn into a demon, thank you.
That's why I have the hellgun. Otherwise, I'll just be staring intensely.
So yeah,
Bloody well done, lads.
anyone
Do you
wish
want me to roll for the encounters in the warp, or?
Yeah, 2d100, please.
Wait, isn't that just per 5 days?
Yeah, but,
Yes, but
it's
'cause-
still day one. Yeah.
Yeah, you roll one per
Oh
warp
yeah,
entry.
yeah.
plus per 5 days.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah, so
So 24 and 82.
We
Whichever's
get
the
to
best
choose the
one.
best.
what did we say? 84, 20, 24.
24 or 82, yes.
I'll choose the 82. Everything is safe.
Is that the option? Everything is.
All's well, yeah. A safe journey that wise captains will savour.
Yeah, it's either all is well or lost time.
Yes, because we
so-
want to.
Saw that.
I know it's strange, but can I roll a willpower to see if I get slightly paranoid? Because I've been through enough warp jumps to know it's
There is
never
a
all is safe.
there is a warp travel results like that. That's as long as we're in the warp for that travel time, we get a minor malignancy.
Because
Which, yeah.
I'm debating whether I'm like, right, it's a standard warp jump, it's fine, or it's a case of too easy. Something's got to be wrong.
I'm sorry, you said what? There are no standard warp jumps.
Exactly my point. You know, nothing's
Yeah.
simple.
But
Numpty,
It's got
do
to
you,
be.
do you have the paranoia talent?
No, but I should.
Yeah, it's damn good. It gives you a +2 to initiative, and the GM allows you to make like awareness and
Well,
scrutiny tests
yeah.
against
I'm sure-
everything.
Those awareness and scrutiny ones are done in secret by the GM.
Yeah, but
You know what?
allows by.
I don't care what I've got, what I haven't got, whatever. I want security teams searching the ship.
Jens, we are not done yet. We are still.
Yeah, we still have to leave the warp.
Yeah, exactly. And that's a -20
Brilliant.
navigation warp test.
And he doesn't have any more fate points.
Nope.
Nope, but he
We're
has
never
enough
getting out of
bonuses to knock that above 0.
Normally it's plus 35, so I'll get plus 15.
What? You're rolling?
What?
Yeah, if you think,
Oh, that's
think
not
this,
your total roll.
but yeah, if you think these rolls like bonuses are mental, yeah, just wait until Tech Priest gets levels.
I mean,
Actually,
my,
I'm trying to see.
my
So when I
tech
get
use is already
bonuses,
91.
Yeah, exactly. It's the minimum.
Here we go.
it's not too bad. It could be a lot worse.
You rolled a 96. It could be a lot worse. Yeah, by 4 points.
Shut up!
That's a botch, man.
Also, isn't a navigation warp if you roll a 9 on either of the dice?
It's
Something
only on
terrible happens?
it's only on specific things, I think.
Ah, okay.
It's for steering the vessel,
Ah,
which I rolled 22. No 9s in there.
but yeah, if you can chart this this trail, like the 4.5 day journey, I think that's gonna make you pretty rich.
Quite
Yeah.
possibly. It's getting back to footfall.
Yeah, although this for our ship, it's 4.5. For anyone who doesn't have these specific things, it is still 71.5.
I don't have to tell anyone that.
I mean, a route is a route, right?
Yeah, we got the route.
Yeah, and it was a route that your house doesn't have yet. So
Yeah, they'll
Well,
like it.
that's-
It'll bring renown
well-
to the house and our ship.
Does that increase our profit factor?
yeah, if you do 2 ways, not just 1 way. So yeah, you arrive, you exit the warp at Lucian's breath, but not only do you come out upside down, you're also sideways.
That's
Wait,
this
wait,
is why I
wait.
say
So
directions don't
we're in
exist in space.
Yeah.
up is left.
Wait, what?
Upside
It's
down.
space.
and
There is no.
sideways.
So, or do we just literally come out sliding?
Yeah, pretty much like this, right? Instead of going this, you go this upside down.
In that case, I have security teams scouring every inch of the ship.
God damn it, Numpty.
I don't care. I do not The warp is never what it seems.
We're out of the warp now, we're fine. And I'm just come staggering out my fish tank and go find a bed somewhere.
Excellent
As
work,
you
Warp Guide.
stagger to your bed, I just come. Make it a thorough search.
It's fine. It's very exhausting, that's all.
You look like you've had a night on the AMSAC. It.
Would you like to see the warp?
I would.
Have any AMSAC? Because I know
Actually,
what I
we
would
do,
prefer.
because Godwin gave me some. And I gave it to the lady captain.
I'm not sure we should drink that.
Yeah, that thing would probably have been given to, I know, some twist down at the. Basically, would have dumped it in the mutant-filled hole.
Can I suggest we put it in our missiles? Add a bit of extra combustion.
Well, apart from coming out sideways, we're not close to the planet, so we've got time to settle out.
Actually, how long is it to planet side?
About, I don't know, 4 days.
Plenty time.
I want
We've got retro thrusters, don't we?
Those are for not for speed, but for
planet
maneuverability.
entry.
So it helps us maneuver into the proper position to travel instead of sideways and upside down.
But we are still a fast ship. We are what, 10 speed, which is
Yeah.
well above
Yeah.
average.
Well, either way, I want the augers
Oh,
being
actually,
watched. Security teams ready just in case there's some ninja boarding. Gunners at the ready.
shit, I can't write it down.
So we've just done a warp jump that you won't be able to do again.
Not easily, no. Fuck!
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
As I
Stop laughing, you big hairy git.
Well, we got here.
Indeed, we did.
We got here a lot quicker than anyone would have thought, so fuck Godwin.
Yeah.
That's my mission in life. Fuck Godwin and his.
He's not even here.
I don't care. He probably is. And fuck his noble navigator bitch as well.
Yeah.
Can we have that as the house motto? Fuck the Godwin.
Well, it's been the unofficial motto for about
A long time.
7 years at this point.
Hey, my
That's
house as
quite
well.
short. I was thinking 700 years.
Well, as far as I've been aware of it, at least.
Well, you are a young whippersnapper, barely out of school.
Should be in uni or something.
Right, do anyone of you want to ping the Auspex to see if there is anything waiting for you out here?
I would have been trying to get crew to do that as soon as we dropped out of warp.
Yeah, but that would require a roll from someone, and I haven't seen anything other than a couple of...
Yeah.
failed.
Yeah. That's who actually has the best scrutiny.
Probably me.
Are you above 30?
My no.
I have a 16.
My
Yeah, because
scrutiny
we
is
can
that
we can always
infantry.
default to crew rating, and our crew rating is 30. So
Yeah,
Can you
yeah.
do the thing on them?
let me double check.
Because like, I would have been master of security and paranoid as fuck. I would have set it so as soon as we come out of warp, we're scanning everything, talking to anyone who knows current pirates and their routes.
As a free action, once every round, the rogue trader may grant an ally that he can see and who can hear him plus 30. Plus 10, sorry. Plus 10 to any one test. So yeah.
So if we're on the bridge, that is technically
Yeah, the helmsman would be an ally.
No, it wouldn't be the helmsman. It would be
Whoever's piloting the ship,
Is
who is
the
just a random helmsman.
main? There's a specific thing.
I
I think it's might be the Master of Etherics.
because
who
the
handles
helmsman
this.
is basically, I need to point the ship that way. I will do these maneuvers so it goes that way at that speed.
But yeah, I'll roll for the crew and me egging them on.
Yeah, your navigator's currently trying to sleep.
Yeah, I need to get below a 70 to succeed. Then.
I'll be fine. Actually,
Uh,
oh shit!
That's a pretty
And
good roll.
Oh god.
I don't think I can re-roll for the crew either. So you know.
No, the crew doesn't have the touched by fate thing.
Yeah, so
The auger systems blow up.
They don't blow
Well
up.
done.
They have a brief short, because a brief short can be fixed. A blow up is the case of spend 2 days fixing it.
yeah, and I don't think I can crit our own ship via a failed roll.
I mean, the poor helmsman, or whatever the term for it, I don't have it from the top of my head right now, probably just sits there and you come over and tap him on the shoulder and say, "Oi, ping the auspex for me." And he is so startled that he drops his cup of recaf on the keyboard, and yeah, it just short circuits and the console blows out. So you need your beloved tech priest to tickle it back
I
into
shoot him.
shape.
Yes, I was about to say, Varus, Tech Heresy, do your job.
Right.
I shoot
That
him.
is technically a non-combat loss, so we don't lose him out of the crew. He just becomes a servitor.
Yeah. I don't know if we take a hit to morale though.
Wouldn't the position be filled by a servitor anyway?
But it's probably
Just
more
not
make
on
him
the
effective.
the
bridge.
servitor and shove him back in there.
Yeah, roll to hit just to see. Man, if you miss, you shoot the console instead and further damage the system. Point blank, as there is no melee combat engaged right now.
How bad is it to shoot bolt guns in a ship?
You know,
Depends
Bolt
what kind of
guns
gun.
As-
explode their targets from within. Pretty damn
Yes.
bad, I would say.
what weapons have you
All right,
got?
I'll walk up to him to get close, and I'll just give him the stink eye and shoot
Last
him
time
with
you
that.
yeah. Roll to hit.
Yeah, plus
I want to
30
see
for
how-
point blank.
I mean, you could use your auto gun and just full auto fire.
No. It would probably definitely hit.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
I hit
stink
49
eye.
degrees.
Ah, yeah, that stink eye.
Right. As like he walks up, I'm like, yeah, that's fine. He's Mechanicus. Something goes wrong, he fixes it. But as he shoots, I just bring my weapon up, pointing towards him, and start moving forwards.
I hover in between you. Don't shoot the tech priest.
He's
He's
been
just
shooting
doing his
inside
job.
the ship.
Yes, I was throughout the entire journey. I was just hanging on my grapple hook. Grapple hook.
Can we have it as default? You're floating due to your grapple hook.
Well, no. Here's the thing. I might have to use it in combat. Also, it might be hindering if I'm just like floating a few inches off the ground to actually aim. So,
You've
as
got to
long as
think
no combat is going on, yes,
whether
I'm
it-
hovering.
Right. Oh, I need to go to the conference room A. I'll just float towards it.
Pretty much.
As Hakrin. Go.
No, go for it, Nandi.
I was just gonna say, as Hakrin gets between me with his grapple hook, are you gonna allow me to sort of nudge you out of the way a bit to see why he shot
If you lower your weapon, I will allow you to. Otherwise, I will aggressively float in your face.
It's not. It's the sort of lowered ready, so that if something does happen, I can just bring it up and shoot. Not a,
All right. In that case, I'm gonna hover out of the way like this, so you can see past me. But I'm gonna be ready to hover back in.
So I've just seen Mechanicus shoot. Is it a crew member or servitor?
Crew member.
Former crew member, soon to be servitor.
Well, I don't think servitors drink recaf, so
Well, in the lore I've read, everything but the ship's commander and any major crew, like master at arms and stuff, anyone who works the systems is a servitor.
There is
So-
a servitor crew upgrade that you don't have, so it's human crew that you have right now.
Oh, so we get the mistakes they make, right?
Yes, which is what happened now. He tried to do something, he fucked it up.
I walk up, put my hand on his shoulder and pull him round sharply, if possible.
Me.
Yes.
he gives you the stink eye.
Yeah, I mean, I let you do that.
You know, shooting the crew members, not a good idea. Morale drops. Sure, they make.
He's
I-
incompetent.
Yes, people are incompetent, but they have guts that they know when something's wrong.
I think we're better off without him.
Yeah, I'm just whistling for one of my personal valets to just bring me a data slate of the command list.
Now,
Just
if you
Who's
please,
the next in line?
I have to fix his mess.
In future, I would prefer it if you don't execute people. You do not have authority to do that. And I will turn away and just walk back to the command pit.
I'll try to start repairing this damage.
Tech use. And while you do that, one of your valets come up to you holding the data slate, Lady Captain. And while the two others bring you a fresh cup of recaf and baked goods on a tray.
I will take any consumables away from the sensible equipment. And I'm just going to look over to the, I know, under officer of Etherics and just, congratulations, you just got a promotion, my good man.
Thank you, mistress. I hope I can be of service.
And I whistle at the others who brought the coffee and point at the corpse on the ground. Clean that up, please.
As I see them coming with the coffee, can I just take one if there's more than one available?
Yeah, I think we established last time that there is a small pantry behind the
No,
command
what I mean
room.
is like whether they brought in just the one cup for the lady captain or whether they brought one for
No,
like,
they
a
brought
tray of them.
one cup for her and then the tray of baked goods. But if you wish, they can bring a tray with fresh recap for every one of you.
Can I try and take the lady captain's recaf?
You can, obviously. I'm not gonna stop
Yeah,
you.
that would be the first thing I would have reached for, so I know, initiative test to see who grabs it first.
Sure, why not?
I'm up for that. Initiative
This
is
turns into
an
combat.
agility test, isn't it?
It's
Agility.
D10 plus your agility bonus,
Yes.
plus any other nonsense you may or may not have.
Wait, sorry, say that again?
D10.
D10 plus your agility bonus, plus any other nonsense you may have. Like I have wary, so I get +1 initiative.
Yeah,
Are
I'm
we
paranoid. I
currently
get +2.
in 0G?
No.
Because there's
Low
artificial
gravity?
gravity on the ship.
There is some artificial gravity on the ship, so you don't get that bonus.
I go to reach for it, but it's just like snatched out the way.
I don't notice since I'm busy promoting my command screw.
I hover
I-
very close to my.
I do the sort of reach for it, but then it doesn't happen, so I just sort of brush my hair.
I float very close to you, Macarius, and I say, haven't you just learned that it's not a good idea to mess around with coffee around here?
Who's messing? I wanted a drink.
And one of the other valets come up to you, carrying a tray with the 2 cups of recap.
I
will
take
take
both.
one.
You take both, then roll for initiative to see if you snatch both.
Nope.
I will take one and leave the other. You know, if that didn't work, I was about to storm off to the crew quarters and sort of demand one as a senior leader.
This is my life now. This is what I do.
Fuck combat, it's all about who gets the drinks first.
It is very Rogue Trader-esque.
Yeah, that it is.
I like to think they're all renegades who want their own command, but only the rogue trader has enough leeway to get their command.
It wouldn't surprise me one bit. Right.